Okay, guys, this is going to be a real quick overview of iOS 7. And take in mind, there are hundreds, literally hundreds of videos and reviews of iOS 7 on YouTube at the moment. So I'm just going to quickly go over some of my favorite features of iOS 7 and what I think about it in general, as opposed to what my opinions of it were several months ago when it was first announced. So let's get started here. Some of my favorite new features. First off, there are some aspects of the look that I actually like that I didn't think I would like. For instance, these translucent folders, I didn't think I would like the look of that. I actually kind of do like it. Um, just the fonts, the way it looks in general flows together pretty well. So I can't complain too much about that, but we'll get into some more about the looks later, the aspects that I don't like. Um, First off, the aspects of it that I do like. Number one is a control center. If you swipe up from the bottom, you get this handy little control center here, and you can toggle your airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb, orientation lock, your brightness control, music control. You have a little flashlight at the bottom, the clock, the calculator, and the camera. And this is very handy. The only thing I wish Apple would have done is made it somewhat customizable where you could put your own apps at the very bottom instead of being stuck with the default Apple ones, whatever they decided to give you. Some people may not use the calculator that much, but they may use something else a lot, and I just think that would have been a very handy little thing to be able to customize there. And maybe in future versions of iOS it will be. But let's go ahead and continue here. You'll notice if you swipe down from the top, your notification center has changed significantly. It'll give you an overview as well as all your appointments and stuff, your missed calls, etc. I like the change. It's nothing drastic, but I do like it. If you notice, if I try to swipe all the way over to the left, I don't get anything now. And used to, you would have to swipe all the way to the left um, to get to your search or your spotlight search. And this is one of my favorite new features of iOS 7. Is that anywhere, it doesn't matter where you're at, I can be 2 pages in. Now, in the old iOS 6, I would have to swipe all the way over 2 pages, and then on the third page, I would swipe and I would hit my spotlight. Well, if you have 4 or 5 pages of apps, whatever, it's going to take you a while. In fact, it would even take me a while. I would be over here in a folder, and I would have to get out of it and then go through one, two, and then on the third swipe, and then I'd be able to do my search. Well, as it is now, I can be anywhere in the operating system and simply touch somewhere on the screen and swipe down, and there's my search right there. So that is very, very handy. Probably the most underrated new feature of iOS 7, in my opinion. Okay. Everybody has talked already about the camera, the way the skeuomorphism is mostly gone now. I will say yes, the skeuomorphism it has changed. I don't know if it's gone or if it's just changed. There is still skeuomorphism. I mean, for instance, the frosted glass, the folders. It's just a different type of skeuomorphism. They changed the look of it, but they didn't really get away from the skeuomorphic design. They just went to a different form of it. But one of my other favorite features, probably my second most favorite feature, other than the new Spotlight search and Control Center. So my third most favorite feature is the fact that you can now have multiple pages of apps inside each folder. So used to I would have to have a Games folder 1, Games folder 2, whatever. In photography, I had three different folders with photography apps. Now I have one folder that just has 3 pages of photography apps in it. So I really love that. That is a great feature, and it allows me to really trim down my folders to just what I need. Whereas, used to I might have a whole page here and then half of a page here. I've been able to trim down 3, 4, 5 folders. Just to be able to consolidate those is a great thing in my opinion. So I'm really enjoying that. You can now put newsstand in a folder. Thank God they finally did that. But overall, solid upgrade in the operating system. Now let's get to the stuff that I don't like. Okay. Stuff that I don't like. Some of the design is just completely awful to me. The settings icon down here, if you look at the settings icon, in my opinion, the settings icon is completely horrible. The new Safari icon, I mean, honestly, these icons look like they were designed by, a bunch of second graders that were given crayons. They're horrible. I mean, they're absolutely horrible. Some people think they're elegant. I just think they look very simple and like not much thought was put into them. If I go over here to the Apple Apps folder, you can see what I mean. Some of them are actually kind of nice. I like the calculator one and the calendar one, but the weather icon, the game center icon, the photos icon, I just think that looks horrible to me. The music icon, it just it yeah, it's simplistic, but simplistic is not always better. Um, anyway, I just think, design wise, as far as the icons go, I'm not feeling it any whatsoever. Another thing that I'm not really liking is now my battery life has gone down even more. I'm working with a 2-year-old iPhone here, and my battery life is starting to really dwindle. So I catch myself really having to reboot the phone just every little while to reset all the apps so I don't run my battery down too much. But yeah, it's really a battery hog for the most part. But anyway, this is just a kind of a quick overview of iOS 7, and I will have a couple of more videos in addition to this one, follow-up videos about iOS 7 coming up soon. And thanks for watching, guys.